Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anna Manuel. Tonight and tomorrow morning, the Twin Tiers may get some winter weather as a snow and ice watch is underway. 3 to 6 inches or more of snow accumulation and possibly ice is expected. Steuben County Public Works is ready to salt the 683 miles of county roads and 331 bridges. Drivers should give themselves more time on the road for their morning commute. And with the threat of winter weather in the Twin Tiers, let's go to meteorologist Alyssa Triplett for the very latest. Alyssa?
Well, good evening. We have been tracking a storm system that is going to have more of a southerly and easterly track, leaving our area with some lighter snowfall accumulations, but still expecting to see some snow showers as we roll through even our entire Tuesday. Now, tonight, that main system is sliding its way in. Now, with that track, there is still going to be a few areas that will tack in a few inches of snowfall into tomorrow morning, and I'll have more details timing this out coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Alyssa. Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday are both set to take place this Wednesday. Our Sonia Ellison went to find out how people are preparing for this special day.
Wednesday is Valentine's Day, and with just 2 days away from Heart Day, the Southern Tier is expecting a winter storm tonight into tomorrow. Valentine's Day also falls on Ash Wednesday this year. Here's how locals are celebrating.
Valentine's Day is a big day for us. We do a lot of strawberries, and it's the number one thing that goes out of here on Valentine's Day.
Tom Freeland, owner of Dimitri's Confectionery Treats on Market Street, is prepping for the biggest chocolate day of the year. With a storm on the way, folks who want chocolate strawberries should order ASAP through the link on Dimitri's Facebook page.
We can take pre-orders until February 13th. We will have product on Valentine's Day, but it's kind of a first come, first serve.
It looked like it was good.
Local Joe found some Valentine's treats to share with her loved ones.
To go see my grandbabies. You know, I've got 2 brand new grandbabies.
It's my wife's birthday. Yeah, we're thinking about different options. Sorges is a good place.
But for those who are Catholic,
Maybe put a little damper on things.
Oh, that's a tough one. It is Valentine's Day and it is chocolate, so give up chocolate the next day.
Father Walter from Corning's All Saints Parish says if you're observing Ash Wednesday but still plan on a special dinner, you can fast for the rest of the day and still treat yourself to avoid overindulgence and stay on track for Lent.
It mostly would affect what we get to eat, probably more than anything else.
But if you're looking to fully fast for Ash Wednesday and still celebrate, the House of Flowers has roses and other floral options for every Valentine, but pre-order by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Despite a snowstorm and Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day is still on in the Southern Tier. Sonia Ellison, Big Fox News, Corning.
Corning Museum of Glass invites you to have a heart this Valentine's Day. Museum guests who visit by February 14th will get a heart-shaped sticker to place next to your favorite piece in the collection and show some love to the CMOG. After all the stickers are collected, results will be tallied for a favorites list that the Corning Glass Museum will share. The Elmira City School District is highlighting a new program at Elmira High School. The Academy of Finance program allows students to enroll in college credit courses for business and finance. Participants can also land a paid internship, invitations to industry events, networking opportunities, and more. Representatives from the Academy will be available to answer questions in a Zoom meeting this Thursday at 6 p.m. For more info or to RSVP, email that address on your screen. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is back in the hospital for what the Pentagon is calling a bladder issue. Now, this comes just weeks after he failed to tell the president or Congress that he was admitted to the intensive care unit. Mark Meredith has more.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin transferring his duties to his deputy over the weekend as he returns to the hospital following complications from prostate cancer treatment. The Pentagon says he was admitted on Sunday due to symptoms suggesting an emergent bladder issue. In a statement, his doctors write, quote, "It is not clear how long Secretary Austin will remain hospitalized. The current bladder issue is not expected to change his anticipated full recovery. His cancer prognosis remains excellent."
Some of the complications we see are infections, urinary tract infections. Sometimes we also see urinary retention, which means your bladder cannot empty the urine. That can be very painful.
Austin was diagnosed with prostate cancer in December and later admitted to the intensive care unit after suffering complications from surgery. The situation sparked widespread outrage in Washington after Austin failed to tell President Biden or Congress about his temporary incapacity. Austin later admitted secrecy was a mistake.
I did not handle this right.
On Sunday, the Pentagon initially said Austin would continue operating as Defense Secretary. That changed later in the day, and his duties were handed over to the Deputy Secretary of Defense, Kathleen Hicks. This is a new system in action. The Biden administration says if a cabinet secretary cannot work, they have to let the White House know. As of now, Secretary Austin is expected to testify on Capitol Hill later this month about his health issues. It's unclear, though, if his latest treatments could postpone those meetings. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
Kansas City Chief fans across the country are busy celebrating their team's back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Marianne Rafferty has your recap.
The Chiefs are Super Bowl champs.
The Kansas City Chiefs defeating the San Francisco 49ers to become Super Bowl 58 champions.
I just know that the Kansas City Chiefs are never underdogs.
Sunday's close game was a nail-biter heading into overtime with both teams at 19 points. The 49ers were the first to score a 3-point field goal in overtime, but a last-second touchdown by the Chiefs secured their 25-22-point victory. Chiefs quarterback and three-time Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes lifting the Lombardi Trophy up sky high.
It was a microcosm of our whole season. I'm just proud of the guys that kept believing.
Their win sending shockwaves of excitement to Chiefs fans across the country. But not all the action inside Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium was sports-based. 8-time Grammy Award winner Usher really rocked out during the halftime show.
Spotlight, big stage.
The singer performed a medley of some of his major hits with fellow performers Alicia Keys, Her, Ludacris, Lil Jon, and others joining him on stage. Meanwhile, all eyes were also on Taylor Swift throughout football's biggest night. The superstar flew in after her concert in Japan to Sin City to support her boyfriend, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. And the celebrations are set to continue with a victory parade for the Chiefs scheduled for Wednesday back in Kansas City. Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
Alyssa is back with your complete forecast next, plus this.
Forget buying a house. People are now focusing on doom spending. I'm Madison Allworth in New York. Coming up, I'll explain this new financial trend that prioritizes buying fun things now rather than saving for the future.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Good evening. A mild winter continues to push on. Even earlier this week, we had technically some cooler temperatures into the 30s, but that was still above normal. And since then, we have been warming, even topped off at 57 degrees yesterday. And today we were topping off at least into those lower 60s. We're even seeing that the overnight is still staying mild. We see southerly winds still in place with temperatures within those mid to low 40s, but we do have some increasing cloud cover, as we'll note that although those temperatures are going to be staying mild, which nearly are 30 degrees above normal, we'll be working into some shower chances. We'll have highs again, maybe even hit those 60s, but as those showers move on through, note that it's light accumulation, but it is associated with a cold front, and that is going to usher in some gradual cooling. We'll see that it is going to slowly pull back. Weekend should hold within the 40s under some areas of some cloud cover, but pretty quiet conditions before we are going to see that conditions could be a little more active next week. We are seeing some southerly systems as well as Atlantic systems that may be able to bring several snow snow chances to portions of the Northeast. Will those impacts be high or low for us? Still fine-tuning those details. But here for the time being, what we're watching is that we do have a change up in the forecast. We're still going to have very similar conditions temperature-wise to what we had today into tomorrow. 40s to start the day, heading into potentially hitting those 60s. But you can start to see by the end of the day that southwesterly wind starts to steer more westerly and then will become northwesterly as a cold front passes on by with some of those rain showers possible. We'll hit about 60 degrees and then that frontal system passes on by. So here's our start of the day. Might even get a little morning sunshine, and then skies will continue to gradually come a little more overcast, especially when that system passes on by, looking about late afternoon, early evening. It is a very light accumulation as that system slides on through. Might have enough warmth to see a rumble of thunder. So it's going to feel definitely spring-like with that sound out the window, with rain showers only accumulating to maybe a few hundredths of an inch upwards, maybe a quarter of an inch in some of those thundery downpours. But we will have to say goodbye to that warmth. So if you are a fan of it, try to enjoy it early in the day. We'll top off anywhere from those mid 50s, maybe Westfield there 51, to Elmira having that chance of maybe hitting at 60 degrees. And then the cooling starts to push in. We'll even see that as we head into Sunday morning under that northwesterly flow, we do drop back into those 30s. So not as cold as we typically are into those teens, but still that pullback. We'll hold on to some areas of some cloud cover into our Sunday and then see some breaks into the afternoon that will bring us into those low to mid 40s, which again is still above normal. Now, as we head into that Monday forecast, we'll hang on to one more quiet day in those 40s before we will be watching a southerly system that may be able to bring some snow showers into our Tuesday. And then we're also going to have some strengthening northwesterly winds that will drop our high temperatures into those 30s.